start the next topic, that is we have per capita income. In the last class we have discussed about income, national income, GDP in a brief. So today our topic is per capita income. So how we define per capita income? Per capita income is an average income of an individual for a particular year. Okay, we can say that it is the average income of the normal resident of a country in a particular year. So average income of an individual in a particular year. So that is your per capita income. Now formula, I'll teach you formula how to calculate. Per capita income equals to national income divided by national income by total population. So this is the formula to calculate the per capita income. And one more thing, in per capita income, whether you are earning member or non-earning member, once you are included in the census as a total population, okay, if you are part of this total population, whether you are earning any income or not, you will be also counted in that individual. In this individual, you will be also counted. So like students, once they are starting, they are not earning any income, but they are already included in the total population. So when we calculate the per capita income, they are also a part of that per capita income. Means their income is also counted, though they are not earning any income. Now, next thing, suppose say, in order to make this concept clear, suppose say national income of a country is suppose say 10 lakhs. Okay, suppose say national income is 10 lakhs and the population suppose say 10,000. Suppose say population is 10,000. For example, just for your simplicity, just for your understanding, I have taken the small figure. Otherwise, you will not find the population and income so less. Okay. So now, if we divide this, so 0, 0, 0, 0. So what is the per capita income here? 100 rupees. Just for your simplicity, I have taken this example. So this is the way how we have to calculate this per capita income. National income divided by total population. Now next topic we have, or the next basic concept, we have savings. Okay. Next we have savings. So what is saving? Savings means the part of income which is left after consumption. Okay. So say Y equals to income. Y is our income. Income equals to consumption plus saving. This is consumption and this is saving. Okay. So whatever the income, all the family members or all the individual, whoever is earning, so that income for what purpose they are using? Either they are using for consumption and savings. Okay. So whatever the income which is left after consumption, suppose I am earning 10,000 rupees and I am spending suppose 8,000 rupees for my consumption. Consumption means purchasing eatable items, clothes, for running my family, 8,000. So how much is the saving? 2,000 is my saving. So we can say that the part of income which is left after consumption is called saving. Okay. What is saving? Part of income left after consumption. Okay, whatever may be. If suppose income is 10,000, consumption is suppose 8,000, and you are asked to find saving. So when we deduct this one, 10,000 minus 8,000 equals to saving. So 2,000 will be our savings. Okay. So this is the way to calculate the savings. Now this savings is of a different type. One is the personal savings or individual savings. Okay. The next one is the business savings. Okay. Then we have aggregate savings. This savings is of various type. Individual savings. Next we have business savings. Next we have aggregate savings. Now you have to understand what is that individual savings. Individual savings means savings done by an individual. Suppose I am one of the individual person. I am earning here. Okay. So whatever the income that will remain or that will left after my consumption, my spending, so that is my individual savings. We can consider one more type of saving, that is household savings. Okay. I forgot to mention this. Okay, after individual savings will come to this household savings. So household savings means suppose in a one family 3 members are there and they are earning income. So after the consumption, after the spending, after the monthly expenses, whatever the income that will left or remain with that three person in our family, then that will be included in the household savings. Okay. Now next will come for this business savings. So what is business saving? A type of saving that is done by the business organization. Okay, whatever the savings that is done by the business organization or business enterprises, that comes under business savings. Now next one we have aggregate savings. So aggregate savings means the savings of all the people in an economy. That means national savings. Whatever our country is able to save, that can be considered as aggregate saving. Aggregate saving means saving of all the people in an economy. Whatever the different individual, if we add the savings of all the individuals in an economy, then that will be your aggregate savings. Okay. So this is all about the savings. Now next one we have investment. The next basic concept we have investment. Okay, so how we define investment? Investment is defined as act of using production resources or productive resources for the production of capital goods. So we can say that investment is the act of using for the production of capital goods in future. Okay, so whatever the productive resources we are using to produce the capital goods, and that capital goods or machinery equipments that can be further used in the production process can be considered as an investment. Or we can say that investment means increment in the capital stock. Okay, or we can define this one: increment in the capital stock. So when the number of machinery, buildings, factory, okay, these all are different equipments, tools, these all are increasing. So when it increases, that can be considered as an increment in the capital stock, and that is nothing but investment. Okay, that is also a part of investment. So we have seen that when we are purchasing more and more number of machinery, equipments, if we are purchasing more number of trucks, vehicles, and that is generating more income for you, that can be also considered as an investment. Okay, if you are purchasing a land, okay, and that land can be used for productive purpose, so that purchase of land can be considered as investment. If you are purchasing one, suppose say a factory or any farms, that can be also considered as investment. If you are purchasing machinery, equipments, tools, whatever may be, that can be considered as a part of investment. Okay, because in future that investment will generate income for you. Now next, components of investment. Okay, we have components of investment. So this investment can be classified into produces, fixed investment. Number one, we have investment. Okay, next one we have investment in residential. Residential and non-residential structure. And the third one we have investment in stock. Investment in stock. So first one, okay, produces fixed investment. So what will be included here? Produces fixed investment. Fixed investment means when the producers are purchasing machinery, equipments, this includes machinery, equipments, tools, etc. Okay, investment on machinery, equipments, tools, etc. are produces fixed investment, because that machinery can be used in the production process and that will generate income for the producers. Now next one, investment in residential and non-residential structure. When you are constructing more and more number of buildings, okay, so that buildings can be used for the residential purpose as well as for non-residential purpose as well. Okay, residential purpose means using as a flat, okay, using as a residential complexes. Now next one, non-residential complexes means the buildings that is used for shop, different offices, shopping malls, etc. So that are included in investment in residential and non-residential structure. Once again, residential structure means once you have constructed buildings, okay, and if that building is using for the residential houses, so that is your residential structure. If the same building is using for non-residential purpose, for offices, for shopping malls, for shops, so that can be considered as non-residential structure, and that will also generate income for you. Similarly, investment in stock, especially the firms are doing that, investment in stock. What they do that, they purchase bulk amount of raw materials, okay, and whatever the necessary things are there for them to produce different goods and services, so they will invest some amount of money on purchase of raw materials, different items, and they will store it for the future use. Whenever they require, they can use that. Semi-finished goods investment on semi-finished goods, raw materials, okay, that are a part of this stock. So that is also one of the component of investment. Okay. Now next one we have wealth. Next subtopic we have wealth. So how we define wealth? Wealth refers to stock of all those assets which are the source of income. The stock of whatever the stock of assets, and if that are source of income, that means if that all are generating income for you, that can be considered as a wealth. Okay, so this is the definition of wealth. Now wealth has different characteristics. Anything to be regarded as a wealth must possess some some characteristics. Okay, whatever the things we consider as a wealth, it must possess some characteristics. So what are that characteristics? We are going to discuss the characteristics of wealth. Okay, characteristics of wealth. So first characteristics we have utility. Okay, first characteristics we have utility. So whatever the wealth we are talking about, it must possess some utility. A wealth must give some level of satisfaction, isn't it? Whenever we have buildings, whenever we are earning good income, and with the help of good income you can satisfy your needs, you can fulfill your demands. So that's why it is the utility. And whatever the satisfaction we are getting with that wealth or with that income, that is also one of the important characteristics of wealth. Now second characteristics we have scarcity. Scarcity. So wealth must be scarce. Okay, it is limited in quantity. The supply is limited. That's why it is the scarcity. So one of the important characteristics of wealth is that wealth is scarce. If it would have been in an adequate amount, if it would have been in a sufficient amount, no one would have become poor. Okay, and no one would have faced any economic problem. So the problem arises due to that scarcity. Those who have resources, those who have good income, they are very happy, and those who don't have, it means that the resources are scarce for them. Now next one we have transferability. Next we have transferability, means the resources should easily transfer from one person to another person. Wealth must be transferred from one person to another person. Whatever the wealth possessed by my parents, okay, it must be it must pass to their offspring, or it must pass to their children. Okay, that means once the wealth is considered, it should be easily transferable from one person to another person. Okay, suppose say my father is holding a big plot of land. So when that land is transferred in my name, that can be considered as a transferability. So one of the important characteristics of wealth is that it must be transferable from one person to another person. Next one we have important characteristics: exchange value. Almost all the wealth have exchange value. Exchange value means we can buy it or we can sell it. Suppose if I have one plot of land, I can easily sell it. If I have a gold, then I can easily sell it. Similarly, if I want to purchase anything, I can do that. That means wealth also possesses one of the important characteristics, that is exchange of value. Okay, so these are the definition of wealth and characteristics of wealth, and remaining we will do it in the next class.